Food. This be Velar, and this be MF Doom's legendary album, Food, the review. All right, let's get into it. Now, this was 2004, 8 months after Mad Villainy. You may know about that album. It's insanely good, and it's one of the best rap albums of all time. But man, this is crazy. This album is crazy too. It's called Food, you know? It's about food, and it's about all kinds of things, really. From funny topics to more serious topics. Sometimes he uses like food as a code word for something. You know, it's just really unique, creative, well written, just well produced. He does a lot with the samples, and yeah, this happens to be one of Doom's shortest projects actually. It has really like 10 songs because it has tracks 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 being a skit, and it's 15 tracks. The whole thing is still killer. I mean, even the skits, like the first few times you listen to this, you're gonna like them, you're gonna appreciate them, you're gonna be like, wow, this is on topic with the damn food and the villain theme. Like this is like it almost like when I first heard it years ago in 2018, it felt like I was like just watching a TV show or like listening to a movie. It was insane. The album starts off with a beef rap, because that's the food that he's talking about. No, I'm just kidding. He's talking about beef, rap beef, and yeah, how he thinks it's like he kind of he takes jabs at it, but he's not like acting like he's on a high horse, and he's not being like, oh, y'all are lame as hell for doing that. I would never do that. Like, nah, I think it was pretty playful. He himself said it was nothing serious. But yeah, beef rap, it has this ominous instrumental. Sounds like the Doctor Doom theme song or some shit. Or outro song, or just like, you know, it just sounds like the Doctor Doom comic book. Like, it's crazy. So that's insanely on point, on topic, on the concept of everything going on. And yeah, the lyrics are just like, he has crazy metaphors, you know, the food references, the entendres, the flow, the puns, the one-liners, the two-liners, the three-liners, and yeah, it's not just on beef rap. The whole entire album is packed with stuff like this. I mean, his pen game was off the charts at this time, to be honest. I mean, in my opinion, Eminem and MF Doom ruled the 2000s as far as rap goes, and Kanye. But people weren't doing shit this unique and this, you know, challenging, because you gotta give Doom his props on that. Like, this is something that he thought of doing, and it was like, you know, he probably knew it was gonna be kind of hard, like it was different, but you know, he just had the mind. He just had a different mind too, though, so he was able to just execute this in a crazy way. Now, take the track Hoe Cakes, for example. The lyricism on this thing is insane. The sample is really visceral. It's like a beatboxy sample. It's this loud ass, obnoxious beatboxy sample from this song called Supersonic from back in the day, like late 80s. And he mixed that with, I believe it's a piano sample. And yeah, it makes for a fire beat, and what's even more fire is the lyricism on it. Talking about like just finding really creative ways to go ahead and talk about females out here and his relationship with them and what he thinks about them type shit. You know, he's got his braggadocious stuff in here too. One of my favorite lines on the whole album is on Hoe Cakes. It goes, average MCs is like a TV blooper. MF Doom, he's like DB Cooper. That shit is crazy. The first time I heard that, I had to pause it. I had to pause it and just be like, mind fucking blown. And hey, I'm gonna blow your mind with this one too if you don't know about this. Yo, one of his craziest lines ever is it happens to be on the same song, Hoe Cakes. And, you know, I don't think anybody even knows what he meant by this. Like, nobody knows for real. Like, I've read people's opinions on it, but he has this line that goes, so I treat her like a daughter, taught her how to bust a nut. Now, what does that sound like? What does it mean? I don't know if anybody out there knows what it means. If you think you do, let me know. But yeah, I don't know what he meant, but yeah. So there's this other song called Guinesses. It's actually one of my least favorite songs on there, but it's still good. It's got this nice mellow beat. It samples a female artist and male artist on the hook, which is rare for Doom. He doesn't really have features all that often, but he picked some good people for this, and they did their thing on it, despite it not being one of my favorites. Maybe it's because, I don't know, it might be because, it might be lame to say, but it might be because Doom wasn't on it. And the song One Beer off of this album, it's a legendary Doom track. It's got an insane sample that I love a lot. It really stood out to me. It stands out to me every time I hear the song. As well as the beat switches and the flow switch. Especially when he goes, loosen a pair of Adidas. I hope you brought your skirt tweeters. MCs should sound like cheerleaders. Rapping and dancing like redhead kingpin. And then whatever he says after that, yeah, it's just bars on One Beer on this kind of laid back beat. It's really a fire ass beat. It's not like a banger type of beat. It's not like that type of thing, but it's still fire. And yeah, the song has pretty good replayability too. And then there's Rapp, Snitch, Knishes, man. This shit is so damn funny. The hook on this shit, Rapp snitches, telling all their business. Sit in the court and be their own star witness. Do you see the perpetrator? Yeah, I'm right here. Fuck around, get the whole label sent for years. Like, it's just, it's so funny. And it's like, how come it's not talked about that much? Cause I be like, in the back of my mind, when I was younger, hearing shit like that, I was like, why are these people even saying this shit? Like, are you retarded? You know, like, fuck. You gotta be fronting. If you actually did that shit, why are you even, you're really gonna rap about it? But yeah, man. Hey, yo, and shout out to Mr. Fantastic on the chorus. He did his thing on that. And Doom has this real ass track. This is one of the realest MF Doom songs. It's called Deep Fried Frenz. It's for me, it's one of the realest. Yeah, it's up there with Kon Karne and Questions, for example, as far as like just you know, real shit. And yeah, he spits the real on Frenz, how you know, how they'll use you, backstab you, call you only when they need something, how they be, you know, hassling, backstabbing, all types of shit. And yeah, how some may be close, but they really don't know. And yeah, I relate with that for sure. Like a lot of stuff on Deep Fried Frenz, if you know, you know, and you'll appreciate the hell out of the song for being so real. It samples that Frenz song. It goes, friends, how many of us have them? Friends. Heavily samples that. And yeah, it's got this funky little groove underneath that too. It's like almost danceable kind of, but you can't forget this one if you resonate with it, if you know what the hell he's talking about. And speaking of Kon Karne, this is my third favorite on the album, Kon Karne. Just behind Kon Queso at number 2 and Vomitspit at number 1. This one is about the late DJ Subrock from his rap group, from Doom's rap group, KMD, when he first started rapping in the early 90s. It's crazy because their album got rejected by their label, so they didn't really put it out. And I believe a little bit after that, or maybe a little bit before that, Sub Rock got ran over by a car apparently, and everything fizzled out for Doom for a little bit. He was damn near homeless, and for what, like 5 years or something, and yeah, apparently he was still rapping at that time. He was even more low key at that time, but it was like a rough time. And then he came back in '99 with Operation Doomsday, with a whole new persona and everything, like as the Doom that we all know and love. And this track is a dedication song. It's a really good dedication song to Sub Rock. The beat is awesome. It's like boom bappy, but it's also light and colorful. And his lines are crazy. He's not. I think this might be the only song where he didn't even reference food on it, except for the title. And yeah, he just snaps, and it's fire. Like, even if, like, it doesn't even matter about like sometimes I just put it on just because it sounds so good, even though it's like a eulogy song. But yeah, this is some more real shit on the album. I mean, it's crazy. It's more great lyricism, more great flows, more great punchlines. I mean, everything. He's describing the way he was, and just the way he remembers him. And now this track, Kon Queso, man, this one is so fire. It's fire. It's crazy. The beat gets better the more you listen to it, and it's a fire beat, and it's a unique beat, and it's a really energetic, jumping all around the place, fast beat. And yeah, this is Doom just going ham with the bars, quickly, which he doesn't even normally do, but he did it on this one, and it worked. Rapid fire bars over this rapid fire beat. And yeah, this song has one of my favorite lines on the whole album too. It goes, "If I had a dime for every rapper that busts guns, I'd probably have a mill for my sons in trust funds." Yeah, it goes like that, give or take one word. And the bars are just so entertaining. Like, it's like, yeah, listening to Doom, it has you on the edge of your seat. Like, what crazy ass shit is he gonna say next? What off the wall reference or just crazy pun is he gonna think of? And just formulate a bar out of. Because Doom been around the block. He saw a lot of things. I mean, he was homeless. He grew up in New York when rap was invented and took off. So I'm sure, and his mind is different from even most of those people over there who were around that scene. So it's just like, it's a crazy mind the guy had. I know that much, but. This song is fire. Crazy bars, crazy beat. Just insane. This is the only other track where Doom raps this quickly, as far as I know, is Banished off of Key to the Cuffs. JJ Doom, Key to the Cuffs. Underappreciated album, by the way. I love that album, actually. Then we got Kookies, by the way, which is track number 15, the last one on the album. And by the way, after the skit interlude dead in the middle of the album, where it's like 4 or 5 tracks that are skits, the album gets even better. In my opinion, the last half is better than the first half. Even better than the first half. All of these songs after those skits are crazy. This one is hilarious. He literally uses cookies as a code word for like porn videos, I'm pretty sure. And it's so funny. Like, I love the line where he goes, "They got him with their curls out and they got a better sales pitch than the Girl Scouts." It's so funny, dude. Oh my gosh. Referencing Cookies, referencing fucking girls in the porn videos. It's like, it's hilarious. And then, yeah, the samples too. I love the Cookie Monster sample too. And I love the drums, the fast-paced drums that go off. And the beat is just fire in general. I'm talking about, right now I'm talking about the other version, like what's the good version in my opinion. It just has a better beat. And yeah, it's so crazy because the first time I'm like, I didn't even really know what was going on. Like that's how well he codes his words on this song. And yeah, once I listened to it again, I was cracking up because wow, best song about jacking off that of all time. I mean, what the hell? And then I want to talk about, last but not least, this just insane track, Vomitspit. It's my favorite on this whole album, on this incredible album. And dude, the bars, the beat, I mean the fucking beat, that shit is insane. Completely insane. It has almost infinite replayability. Like some of the most replayability of any rap beat I've heard, and I've heard a couple thousand at least. So, man, and what's incredible, I looked up the samples, it's really 2 samples. He sampled 2 things to make this beat. And then he did 1 vocal sample for the fire ass doom in the beginning and end of the track. So, I mean, just crazy bars, crazy references, crazy lyricism. Like, this is my favorite type of song where it's just insane bars over an insane beat. Like, I don't know what's better, the beat or the instrumental. Either way, I give this track a 100 out of 100 easily because it's just that fucking crazy. Like, this is some Illmatic Mad Villainy level shit on food. Yeah, I feel like I might just always listen to that song. Always go back to it. In fact, I'll always go back to a lot of these tracks. And that's how you know an album is good. You go back to it, and whenever you listen to it again, it gets better instead of getting worse. That's that immortal shit. That's mainly what I mean when I say immortal. And I mean, yeah, this album is just ridiculous. It's so creative, concise, well thought out, well done. Only 8 months after his previous album, Mad Villainy, which is, don't even get me started on that album. It's so damn good. Yeah, Doom was hot. He was on his hottest streak. It was crazy. He was on the hottest streak I've ever seen from a rapper. Like almost. Like I've only seen a hotter streak from maybe Eminem or Ye, to be honest. I gotta give it a 9.5. Incredible 9.5 because of everything I talked about. I mean, you can't go wrong. There's no way you can go wrong. If you don't even like rap music, listen to this, you'll like it. Yeah, you wanna hear something unique? You wanna hear a little, like a whole nother level of music, like different kind of music that you didn't even know could even existed or could exist? Check this out. It's been your boy. It's been your boy once again. Represent. But yo, it's been Vel. Make sure to subscribe. And yeah, y'all have a nice one. Have a good day, night, whatever time of day it is. And I'll catch y'all next time.